Hi, my name is Jada and you're watching Disney Channel. No, I'm totally kidding, but that is a great segue into today's video. Today, I'm going to discuss Black girlhood from the lens of the white protagonist and or the creator of the media object, aka the misrepresentation of Black girlhood. This is what happens when you have no Black women in the writer's room. This usually comes in the form of the Black best friend trope, the token Black friend trope, the one Black friend trope, whatever you want to call it. Before I start talking about specific examples of such, some of you are probably wondering what even is this Black best friend trope. The article, Disney Does Race, Black BFFs and the New Racial Moment, discusses this phenomenon in depth. I borrowed a few quotes from the article to emphasize my point, and the first one says, instead of being cast in the lead or the starring role, Black female actors are being cast more and more in the lead of the best friend to the white lead. Another one describes this role as supporting and supportive Black woman who is wise, loyal, and sassy, but always secondary, often sublimating her needs for those of the white lead. The Black best friend is always the background noise, the comedic relief, the shoulder to cry on. She's never the focus of the show. She's always comforting others and never receiving comfort or advice. And we never hear about her problems because she always has to be strong and sassy and funny to support the white protagonist. Now, when I'm thinking about this Black best friend trope, two very prominent characters come to mind. The first one being Ivy Wentz from Good Luck Charlie and Dion Davenport from Clueless. Both of these young women represent one of the most, if not the most common trope for Black women in the media, the sapphire. So just for a general summary of what the sapphire is the sassy Black woman trope and the angry Black woman trope put together. Right, so she's sassy, she's angry, she's ghetto, she always has a rude or a snarky comment, she's the comedic relief, and basically just this general Black woman stereotype personified. In Dion's case, she's seen arguing with her boyfriend Murray repeatedly throughout the entire movie. The main character, Cher, describes their relationship as dramatic and even makes a disgusting remark comparing their relationship to Ike and Tina Turner's in the beginning of the movie. Dion is not presented as ghetto or sassy in her everyday interactions with Cher. However, that dynamic changes when Murray comes around and she transforms into the sapphire and therefore the butt of the joke. In Ivy's case, she is your typical sassy Black girl character. She has a bold personality with the feisty and aggressive side. One iconic scene that showcases this is Ivy confronting Teddy's boyfriend Spencer after he cheats on her. While Ivy is a loved character and a fan favorite, as she is celebrated for being sassy and protective of her best friend, Black female characters should be able to have a personality outside of the stereotype and still be celebrated the same. The next character I'd like to dissect is none other than Garnet from Steven Universe. Now, Garnet does not technically fit into the sapphire trope, no pun intended. However, she is the stoic, expressionless, wise Black character. In other words, she fits into the strong Black woman trope, which is equally as harmful in my opinion. I've only seen a few episodes of Steven Universe, but it is no secret that Garnet is a motherly figure to Steven, even more than Amethyst and Pearl. Garnet serves as Steven's caretaker, protector, provider, comforter, and she's even seen saving him in a few scenes, which is understandable because Steven is a little kid. However, Garnet does assume this role within the group of the Crystal Gems, not just with Steven. She always has to play the peacemaker, the mom friend, she always has to be the leader, and she always has to comfort everyone else. Though Garnet's character traits are not inherently bad, as she is also a fan favorite amongst the Steven Universe fandom, it just gets tiresome always seeing Black feminine characters having to be the strong and stoic ones, while the white protagonist or the other characters around them get to express their emotions freely and give all their burdens to her, as if she is some sort of godly character when she is only a human being as they are. Now that I've discussed the black best friend trope, I want to talk about a few examples that more accurately capture black girls in interracial friendships, starting with Lavender from Matilda. Lavender is sweet, sensitive, soft-spoken, and reserved, four things that black girls and women don't typically get to be in mainstream media. She is just like Matilda, the white protagonist, in her personality and her love of nature. She's also just the cutest little thing and a well-loved character. With research, I learned that Lavender was not originally written as a black girl in the book, so that is probably why she doesn't possess any stereotypical traits. However, I'm glad that she was cast as a black girl nonetheless. I love nearly any TV show or movie where the black girl is the main character, because we don't get to see it very often. However, for this final example, I'm going to talk more in depth about Ant Farm, starring China Anne McClain as China Parks. Now, I know it would probably be way more obvious for me to talk about Raven Baxter from That's So Raven, the OG Black Girl Disney Channel show. However, I have more of a special connection with China Parks. Firstly, China Parks' talent and love of the arts is the centerpiece of the show. She is musically gifted as she is primarily a singer and she plays multiple instruments. Secondly, she is main character energy galore, as her talents are always celebrated and she is always performing for the school. She has a group of friends, Olive and Fletcher, who each have their own talents, but they always support China and let her shine. China is a bright, optimistic, and outgoing character with no stereotypical character traits. Not only is she the black girl starring in a TV show, but it is a lighthearted TV show that has no trauma attached to it. While she does have only white friends, at the very least, her problems are important to them, and they always help her through anything. She doesn't have to serve as the shoulder for everyone else to cry on and worry that it is not being reciprocated. I'd like to see more of this in the future. Not just better representation of black girls in interracial friendships or in relation to the white protagonist, but better representation of black girls in general. I'd like to see more black girls and women written authentically in lead roles and free of stereotypes. I hope this video was informative and educational for those who were confused about the black best friend trope, and if you weren't confused, I hope you enjoyed it anyway. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!